Hi everyone, it's KnifeFighter22 here. I hope you guys are all well, and welcome to the next traps video in the series. Today we're going to be talking about the fishing pole trap, which you can come out from the Rye Lopez Berlin defense. And the good thing about this is you get a lot of opportunities to play this trap because the Rye Lopez is a very common opening. I have actually done a video tutorial on it. I will put the link right here. But this is a very good trap for outwitting your opponents, and I believe players such as 2000 have fallen for this on occasion, but generally you're going to trap a lot of sort of intermediate level players such as myself with this kind of trap. Okay, so as I said, it starts off with the with the Rye Lopez opening, and the good thing about this is after you play e5, probably 60% of the time you'll see the Rye Lopez, the bishop to b5. Principle is just trading off the knight and then winning the pawn. But from here you're just going to go ahead with the mainline Berlin defense, and this is what your opponent will be used to. And the main line actually goes just to castle. The theory behind this is if knight takes e4, then rook e1, knight moves back, and then knight can take e5, and then there'll be a load of discovered checks. So that wouldn't be very nasty for white to do that if you did go ahead and capture the pawn. But what we're going to do, we're going to do something really out of the ordinary. We're not going to play like d6, we're not going to bring our bishop out, we're not going to go ahead and attack this one. We're going to bring our knight up to g4. And you're thinking, yeah, what is the knight doing? And the knight is not doing all that much, if I'm honest with you. There's no point in it attacking h2 because it's defended. e3, there's no point in attacking that. f2 is defended, and it's just effectively been moved to a worse square than where it was. But the good thing about this is I'd say at least 50% of players will go ahead and attack this knight right away. And this is such good because it's just leading you into the trap, and the whole point is after you play h5, you just want them to open up the h-file. So you're effectively sacrificing this knight, but once they've fallen for the trap and taken that knight after you recapture, it's going to be very, very hard for them to defend their king. So as you can see, this knight is attacked here, and there's not really many places that white can place his knight. I mean, he can place it on h2, I guess, but many players won't do that because it's out of the ordinary. It doesn't really matter if you place it on h2. I'm just going to play it down to e1 for now. But because he's moved his knight out of the way because it's being attacked, then we can just bring our queen into h4. And yeah, you can try and pause the video and try and find a way to defend the mate on h2, but there really isn't one. So for example, if the opponent tries to play f4 and try to get the king out that way, you can just play g3, and then after, I don't know, rook to f3, the king can't even move. Then you can just play queen h1, and that covers the f1 square. Also, what else can your opponent do after knight e1? Knight e1, queen h4, they can always try and play g3 right away, but this isn't going to work because of queen h1 mate. So there's really not much they can do at all. f3, g3, the king's stuck again, there's no defense against the mate. Okay, so that was the Rye Lopez fishing pole trap for you. I hope you really enjoy it. It's very, very useful to play in all types of games. I really recommend you try it out. And I don't believe that many Rye Lopez players are familiar with it. So you can really have some fun with it. It's pretty good. If your opponent does go ahead and take this knight, then it's going to be very hard for them to defend. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, everybody. I wish you good luck playing chess, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.